Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, Brady Speaks. I'm a bit unwell, but I still feel like I need to speak about this, so here I am. And usually I shot these tiny clips for, not so tiny clips for Instagram, where most of my followers are around art. So it's a bit, I keep it a bit light. Here I can really share because I know only people who really want to hear about the spiritual content or the twin flame content would be here. So here I am. Okay, so I wanted to share about my past lives with my twin, but before I start that, um, let me very quickly talk about the workshop that I'm planning, the meditation workshop that's coming up in January. So this is a completely guided, I mean my like I just kept on following the directions that, like, I was just flowing. I have been just flowing. I mean, all my life I have been doing that, but especially last a few weeks. Like initially there was a guidance that, I mean, not guidance, it just happened. Like the art classes that I started, it just happened in a flow. While taking the art classes, I felt like, maybe I should start spiritual counseling or something spiritual, not just art. And so I made that announcement, and on the same day or the next day, I had more clarity. Um, that I spoke about in the last video, what I heard. And so then I have planned this workshop for Twin Flames, a meditation workshop. Um, so it's a 3 days workshop online, just 1.5 hour, 1 to 1.5 hours a day. We'll plan. I have not yet decided the dates. Once the bookings start coming, I'll do that. Mm, yeah. So basically, I would share the meditations that have been coming to me past 7 years, since the time of my awakening. Not all of them, only a few that are very twin flame oriented. Um, that would make you feel the union within, where you just feel the oneness, and um, you don't feel a part of that, like they use the word chasing and running, chasing, whatever. So you won't be, even if that, like some may say that that's happening in 3D, you won't see it that way, because you would be in oneness, with your twin already in your heart. So these and when I mean the 3D union, the physical union happens only mm, when the union actually happens here first. Because anything in the heart, anything, like, it happens here first, and then my hand is not seen, it's on the heart. So yeah, so anything takes place first here in the heart, and then it manifests in the outside world. um, Not just saying it as a theory, I have experienced it. So yeah, so this is the first step. You feel in union with your twin flame, and what action you want to take physically, that's totally your choice. But if you are a twin flame, you have met your twin, and basically you're awake, um, I feel it's your responsibility that you work for the union. Now I understand there are different views about it, like, okay, so what if you're I don't even know, like, it's not that I'm in touch with many people. In fact, like last 7 years I was like in complete, almost like solitude. But I'm sure there are people who feel that it's not necessary that you physically meet the twin, and like, the union need not be physical. uh, that's still fine, that's still fine, but are you in peace within yourself? If that's there, then the union is already there. If you don't feel it, if you still feel that uh, you're not with your twin, you're like, eh, there's still something unfinished, some unfinished business, something is lacking, or you want to feel that peace, not feel in that runner chaser thing, then definitely, these meditations will help you. Also, I don't want to, and I can't, I don't have filters. Since the time I had my uh, awakening, even earlier I didn't have filters, but I would, kind of sugar coat things. But nah, I don't do that anymore. So I don't want to be politically correct or whatever. What I feel is, this is a time that Twin Flames, very soon, they will be playing some kind of physical role in the whole awakening. I don't have the exact clarity what it is going to be, but I have a feeling that's why we are getting ready. This army is getting ready, and that's why it's important that we work for union. Um, Within, without, does not matter, bro. Just start working for the union. Yeah. So yeah, this is the so that's about the workshop. I would share these techniques. I would share what all I know about union, before, during, after, and yeah, and I'm guided continuously after. Since the time I have made that announcement, I'm guided continuously and getting more clarity and stuff. So I'm sure until the workshop I'll have more clarity, and um, yeah, I'm I'm damn sure it's going to be something super important. All right, so that's about workshop. Yeah, if you're interested, just leave a comment or a DM on Instagram, Prady Paints. All right, so about that, I'll finish that off now. About past lives. So this started happening, like I started seeing my past lives since in this year, like since around May. um, my sister actually did this past life regression course, and she learned it, and I wanted to see my lives, and so that's how she did one session with me. And after that, um, I could just do that thing to myself, and I could see my own lives. So yeah, I just learned the process, and now I see my own lives. Like I don't have to, uh, like I don't need help, that somebody else does it for me. And yeah, so I saw a lot of past lives, and not it's not like, I mean, you don't see it for fun. You want to heal something, and you want answers for something, like why isn't this pattern going away, and then I would go and check where is the pattern forming, and where can I change it. So one thing to understand here is, um, it's we call it past life because we are seeing it from here. We are here. We, in the 3D realm, we are here. And this we call past life because this has not happened. This is present, and this is yet to happen, so we call it future. But this is valid only until we are on the earth, or in this, no, yeah, in this reality. Beyond this reality, beyond this dimension, it's all fluid, and it's all happening now. It's all happening now. So when I say I see my past life, I'm just accessing another timeline. when there are times when I go and change something in that life, and it actually happens and it has effect on my now. um, so basically there's nothing like, it's all fluid. Those are all like, different timelines. Even lines are not like linear line in the sense like, continuous line. These are vibrations, and you access, and then you make some change here, and then you go here and here and here. So yeah, it's fascinating. Anyhow, um, so so basically I went to some lives and made some changes and saw um, different stories, interesting stories. Some of them I don't think I can say over here because um, I don't know, they're about some masters, as they call, um, the famous like whatever people happened in history or mythology. So I'm not sure if I should share that here, but I would share the uh, safe ones, I guess. Um, yeah, so that that does not become a hindrance, and in I mean, we want to focus on the work rather than stories. All right. Um, all the twins have had like super difficult lives. It's not that like this is the only difficult life. We have had super difficult lives, all of us. Um, that's because we're the strong ones. We are the army. We are the super strong ones. Um, I know some past life where I was burnt alive. I know some past lives where me and my twin, we were both just killed with something, and like, I mean, I'm sure if you have seen, any of you have seen your past lives, you would have gone through those experiences too. Uh, so yeah, so there have been like really difficult ones. I'm gonna tell you one difficult past life and one really fun one, okay? In this same video. So I saw. So now this is from one of the sessions that I did myself, and I saw this live. There was one time when I saw this live from my twin flames perspective, that I was him. There was another time it just happened, like, I was looking for answers, like, why is this happening, why is something else happening. Another time I saw the life from the feminine's perspective, and another time I saw life, like, afterwards what happened, like, so the same life has been seen in different ways. Same life has, like, recently I went and made some change over there. So yeah, so I'll just share like one tiny bit of it. And these lives, they're shown like so dramatically, and like seeing a beautiful story, seeing an intense story that once you have seen it, you can't forget. It's like you have lived it, and you have. So I see my twin flame, my me is my twin flame. So I am this man. I'm a messenger, some kind of messenger, like maybe a postman kind of thing, or a king's messenger kind of a thing. Somebody who's involved with the king and the political thing. And I see that I'm walking in a desert. There's like this soft sand under my feet, and I'm walking and I'm walking, and I'm wounded. Like there's blood everywhere, all over me. I'm wounded. Uh, and I'm walking, and I have something in my hand, and I'm saying, I, I must give it to her. I need to give this to her. I have to give this message to her. I just keep on telling that to myself so I can reach her. So that it's like giving strength to myself that, like, because I know I'm dying. I'm gonna die any minute, but I know I will not die until I meet her. Um, it's a desert. Um, Far away, I see a well, and that is me, feminine me. She's waiting for me there, and she sees me. Um, she runs a little distance and then holds me and brings me to the well. I am in her lap, about to die. She gives me water. I drink the water. I have that something in my hand which is a message that I wanted to give her, and I give it to her. Uh, yeah, and I die. Um, and when me, the feminine me, I read the message. I read what's there in that paper. It was the first letter that the feminine me had written to him. He was carrying that letter to me. He was carrying my own letter to me. Um, he speaks something before leaving the body, and I feel that after his soul left the body, it merged with me, and the higher mind was saying, like, it's fine, he's with me, and he's not here, but he's with me. And his message was something like, something like how much he loved me and how I should continue living a good life even though he's not there. Okay, so that was one life, and in that life I just saw how we met. I was like in that small village in the desert, and like I'm standing in one corner of the house. I see him coming from somewhere. He's a messenger, I know. And I have seen this in many lives. Whenever the first time that we see each other, there is that silence, there is that timeless silence, there is that recognition at first sight, and there is that timeless silence that I just like. It's like I'm hypnotized. I can't move, he can't move. And that I have seen in all the lives together that we had, most of the lives, as I remember. So he is a messenger, whatever, king's messenger, and he comes in, and then I see him, and his eyes meet mine, and we're just there and spellbound. And when he kind of like realizes, okay, he's here, and then he comes closer to me and he asks me some address, and then I tell him there. He knows the address, but he just wants to talk to me. And then he goes, and I can't move from there, and I keep looking at him. And he knows that my eyes are following him. And then he goes to some alley, and he goes. That's how we met. And after that, I kept meeting him at the well, the same well. Yeah, I'll talk about the same life sometime later, whenever it's relevant or when I feel like. So this was one of the lives, and wow, I thought I'll share the other life, the fun life, but I guess I'll stop here. I'll share about that later. We have had difficult lives, but in each of those lives, when I say we, I'm talking about all of us, twin flames. We all have had difficult lives, but in every life that we met our twin flame, we knew that was us. We knew that was the home. Yeah. All right. Um, okay, just um, I found this like a little out of context, but just before saying bye, I found this lotus ring. Like, lotus, if you know my art, lotus is so important for me, and I have been painting lotuses since my awakening, even before meeting my twin. And later I realized um, it has been important in my twin flame journey too, but I did not know then. So lotus has been so important, and past 7 years, I never found any lotus ring. I found some earrings, but I never found a lotus ring. And yesterday was solstice, and I found a lotus ring, and I found this lotus pendant also. I was so happy, and I just thought, wow, this is a sign. This is a sign of something beautiful about to take place. All of us, I'm sure. Okay, do get in touch with me. Let's do that workshop together. Bye bye. I love you all.